What if episode 9 is the turning point we have all been waiting for? The moment when Belly must finally face her deepest feelings and decide between love, loyalty, and heartbreak. The trailer for Season 3, Episode 9 of The Summer I Turned Pretty gives us just enough to spark theories, but it also hides secrets that fans cannot stop talking about. Episode 8 left fans with emotions running high. Belly was once again caught in the middle of Conrad and Jeremiah. Her heart pulled her in one direction, but her memories and promises pulled her in another. The summer house, which has always been a place of laughter and sunlit happiness, became a storm of tension and unspoken feelings. The family dinner was heavy with silence. Every look across the table carried years of history. Every word spoken carried double meaning. We saw Belly struggling to hold back tears as the weight of her choices pressed harder on her. Conrad tried to keep his emotions locked away, but his eyes betrayed him. The quiet moments when he looked at Belly told us that his love has not faded. Yet Jeremiah stood firm too, determined not to lose his chance. His energy was bold, his feelings were clear, and his heart was ready to fight for her. Fans could feel the triangle reaching its breaking point. Meanwhile, the side characters added depth to the story. Steven stepped up with a rare moment of wisdom, giving Belly advice she might not have wanted to hear but needed. Laurel, as always, carried the emotional truth of the story, reminding Belly that love is never simple, even in their brief moments. These characters reminded us that this story is bigger than one romance. It is about family, growth, and the fragile connections we build during summers that never last forever. Now, Episode 9 stands as the penultimate chapter before the finale. This means every scene will carry double weight. Choices made here will not be undone. Mistakes will echo into the last episode. Fans are already buzzing with theories. Some believe Belly will finally confess what has been inside her heart since the very first summer. Others think the triangle might break completely, leaving her to stand alone rather than risk breaking one of the brothers beyond repair. The trailer hints at storm clouds gathering, both in the sky and in the hearts of the characters. Episode 9 is not just another step forward. It is the moment where everything that has been building since the start of the season must collide. The trailer gives us glimpses of tears, raised voices, and even moments of silence that feel louder than words. This is the setup for one of the most powerful episodes yet, and fans are bracing themselves for impact. The trailer for Episode 9 does not waste a second. It opens with a wide shot of the beach, waves crashing with an energy that feels unsettled. The summer house is there in the distance, but it no longer feels like a safe place. The warm colors of past summers are replaced with cooler tones, almost like the season itself is preparing to end. This visual change is not by accident. It is a signal that the story is moving toward something heavier, something that will test every character. The very first look at Belly shows her standing alone, her hair blowing in the wind. She is quiet, but her silence feels louder than any spoken line. Her face shows the weight of 2 summers of love, regret, and confusion. This is not the carefree Belly we saw at the beginning of the series. This is someone standing at the edge of a choice that could shape the rest of her life. The trailer lingers on her expression, almost daring the audience to guess what is going on in her heart. Then we see Conrad. He is not speaking, but he is watching. His eyes are fixed on Belly, filled with feelings he has tried to hide since the start of the season. The camera holds on his face just long enough to remind us that his quiet nature is not weakness. It is a storm he is holding inside. His stillness carries more emotion than a dramatic outburst ever could. The trailer makes sure we do not forget that his love for Belly is still alive, no matter how much he tries to bury it. Jeremiah's scenes are a sharp contrast. Where Conrad is silent, Jeremiah is alive with movement. We see him reaching out, laughing, speaking with energy that feels unstoppable. Yet beneath his bold smile, the trailer gives us flashes of fear. Quick cuts show him clenching his jaw, looking away, or standing still after Belly walks past. He is fighting to keep her close, but deep down he knows the weight of history with. Conrad might pull her away, The most intense moment of the trailer comes with raised voices. Belly stands in the middle as Conrad and Jeremiah argue. The dialogue is cut short, just fragments of words, but the energy is clear. This is not a playful fight between brothers. This is raw pain breaking through years of silence. The trailer does not give away who wins the argument. Instead, it leaves us with a flash of Belly's tearful eyes, forcing the audience to imagine the fallout. There are also smaller, quieter moments. Laurel is shown standing on the porch, her face full of worry. Stephen appears briefly, leaning against a car with his arms crossed, almost as if he knows something the others do not. These side glimpses remind us that the story is about more than romance. It is about a family trying to hold together when love threatens to tear it apart. The final shot of the trailer is Belly walking away. The camera does not show where she is going, only that both brothers are left behind her in silence. It is a haunting image, leaving fans with one burning question. Is she walking toward love, or is she walking away from it altogether? Episode 9 is not only about drama on the surface. It is the episode where each character faces their own reflection. The trailer hints at choices. But when we look deeper, we can see how every character's journey is about to shift in ways that will carry straight into the finale. Belly stands at the center of it all. She has grown from the shy girl of season 1 into someone who now carries the weight of two brothers' love. But growth comes with scars. She is torn between the history she shares with Conrad and the future Jeremiah promises her. Her arc in episode 9 may not be about who she chooses, but about realizing that a choice has to be made. She cannot keep running from the truth. If she tries to hold both worlds together, she risks losing them both. This is why the trailer lingers on her silent moments. Silence for Belly has never been empty. It is full of thoughts that could change her life forever. Conrad is the opposite of silence. His arc has always been about what he cannot say, about love locked inside his chest like a secret he cannot release. In this episode, that wall may finally crack. The trailer shows his face in shadows, his eyes heavy with emotion. Fans believe episode 9 could be the moment he finally speaks the truth without filters, the moment he risks breaking the bond with his brother for the sake of honesty. If he does, it could change the balance of the entire story. Conrad has always been painted as the quiet storm, but episode 9 may reveal just how strong that storm really is. Jeremiah, on the other hand, is the light that fights against the storm. He is open, warm, and desperate not to lose what he believes is finally his. But under that bright energy lies fear. The quick cuts in the trailer reveal small cracks in his confidence. His smile fades the second Belly looks away. His jaw tightens when Conrad enters the room. Episode 9 may test him in ways he has never been tested before. For Jeremiah, this episode is not just about love. It is about proving that he can stand on equal ground with his brother, not as the second choice, but as someone truly worthy of Belly's heart. Then there are the side characters who are easy to overlook but carry quiet power. Laurel's arc continues to mirror Belly's, reminding us that love is never as simple as choosing one path. Laurel has lived through her own heartbreak, and in episode 9, her advice may be the very thing that pushes Belly toward a decision. Stephen, too, plays a role, not just as comic relief, but as the brother who sees more than he admits. His protective nature hints that he might step in, reminding both Conrad and Jeremiah that their rivalry could destroy more than just a summer romance. Predictions are already swirling among fans. Some believe Belly will confess her heart to Conrad, but at a terrible cost. Others believe Jeremiah will finally walk away, unable to handle the constant shadow of his brother. There is also a theory that Belly might choose neither, stepping into independence as a way to protect herself. Episode 9 is perfectly placed to set up this kind of twist. With the finale waiting just around the corner, this episode is designed to push every character to their breaking point. Episode 9 is shaping up to be the most emotional part of the season, not just because of the love triangle, but because of the way it ties together the larger themes of the show. The Summer I Turned Pretty has always been more than a story about romance. It is about growing up, letting go of innocence, and facing the truth that time changes everything. Episode 9 brings these themes to the surface in a way that feels heavy and unavoidable. The trailer shows us characters who are not just dealing with love, but with identity. Belly is learning who she is outside of being someone's choice. Conrad is struggling to define himself beyond being the one who carries pain in silence. Jeremiah is fighting to prove that his worth is not defined by comparison. These are universal struggles, and they give the episode an emotional depth that fans can connect with. The theme of identity, tied with love and family, runs like a thread through every scene. Tone plays an equally powerful role. From the colors on screen to the music behind the dialogue, the mood of episode 9 feels like the calm before a storm that refuses to hold back. The beach that once glowed with warmth is now shown under gray skies. The family house, which has always been filled with laughter, now carries an air of tension. Even small details like the way characters walk past each other without speaking tell us that silence can sometimes carry more weight than words. This shift in tone reminds the audience that summer is ending, not only in the story, but also in the lives of the characters. Childhood is slipping away, and choices made here will mark the beginning of adulthood. Another theme that rises in episode 9 is the idea of love as both healing and destructive. Love brings joy, but it also brings jealousy, anger, and heartbreak. The confrontation between Conrad and Jeremiah highlights this duality. They both love Belly, but their love also threatens to destroy their brotherhood. Belly's tears in the trailer show that love can wound even when it is genuine. This contrast makes episode 9 emotionally rich. It does not give easy answers. It forces the characters to face the truth that love always comes with a cost. Family is another important layer. Laurel's quiet presence shows us that parents feel the ripples of their children's choices. Stephen's protective stance proves that siblings can see battles others try to hide. The tone here is not only about romance, it is about how a family navigates grief, change, and the pressure of growing up under the same roof. Episode 9 promises to remind the audience that every love story exists inside a larger story of family, and that sometimes family is the anchor when love threatens to drown us. By weaving these themes together, the emotional tone of episode 9 becomes more than just dramatic tension. It becomes a reflection of real life, where endings are rarely clean and choices rarely come without sacrifice. That is why fans are bracing themselves. This episode is not designed to give comfort. It is designed to shake the characters, and, through them, the audience. Episode 9 is powerful on its own, but what makes it even more important is how it sets the stage for the finale. Every choice, every look, every tear in this episode is a stepping stone leading to the last chapter of the season. The writers know that episode 10 has to deliver closure, and that means episode 9 must push every character to the edge of a decision they cannot take back. The love triangle is at the heart of this setup. If Belly leans toward Conrad in episode 9, then episode 10 could focus on Jeremiah's heartbreak and whether their brotherhood can survive. If Belly chooses Jeremiah, the finale may explore Conrad's silence breaking in a way that changes everything. And if she chooses neither, episode 10 could turn into a story not about love but about independence, about Belly finally standing strong on her own. This is why fans are so eager for episode 9, because it will reveal the path the finale must follow. There is also the question of family. Laurel's subtle presence hints that the finale will not only be about romance. She carries the weight of wisdom and loss, and episode 10 may give her a voice that reshapes Belly's decisions. Stephen too feels like a wild card. His sharp observations in the background suggest he might play a surprising role in the finale, possibly pulling the brothers back together when their bond feels beyond repair. Themes of endings and beginnings will dominate the finale. The summer house, once a symbol of childhood joy, now feels like a closing chapter. Episode 9 shows cracks in the foundation, not only in the building, but in the relationships that grew there. Episode 10 could be the goodbye to that part of life, a farewell that signals adulthood has truly arrived. Fans are expecting a bittersweet tone, a mix of heartbreak and hope. because that has always been the spirit of this story. Speculation also surrounds the idea of sacrifice. Someone may need to step back for the sake of love, or for the sake of family. That sacrifice could be Conrad walking away, Jeremiah letting go, or even Belly choosing solitude. The finale will likely demand a price, and episode 9 is the moment that decides who is willing to pay it. The emotional setup is undeniable. Episode 9 leaves the audience standing on a cliff, waiting to see who will fall, who will rise, and who will change forever. By the time the credits roll on the finale, nothing will be the same. The love triangle will no longer be a question. It will be an answer, one that fans have waited 3 seasons to hear. As the trailer for episode 9 leaves us with more questions than answers, one thing becomes clear. The story has reached a point where every choice will change the future. The calm summers of the past are gone, and what lies ahead is a test of love, loyalty, and family. Fans are preparing for heartbreak, but also holding on to hope that the ending will honor the journey these characters have taken. This is where the conversation turns to you. What do you think episode 9 will bring? Will Belly finally choose between Conrad and Jeremiah, or will she decide to walk her own path? Do you believe the brothers will ever repair their bond, or is this the moment where the love triangle breaks them apart forever? Your thoughts and theories are part of what makes this story so alive, so share them in the comments and let your voice be heard. The beauty of The Summer I Turned Pretty has always been in how it connects with the audience. It is not just about watching a romance unfold, it is about remembering our own summers, our own choices, and the moments that shaped who we are. Episode 9 promises to pull at those memories, to make us feel the sweetness of love and the sting of loss all at once. That is why fans cannot stop talking about it, and why the finale will be one of the most emotional episodes yet. So get ready, because episode 9 is not just another step in the story. It is the turning point that will send us racing into the finale with hearts pounding. Stay tuned, because I will be here to break down every detail once the episode airs. Until then, let me know which team you are on. Team Conrad, Team Jeremiah, or Team Belly choosing herself. The countdown to the finale has begun, and together we will see how this unforgettable summer finally ends. The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3 has always been about more than just who Belly chooses. It is about change, about the end of childhood, and about the way love can both heal and hurt. Episode 9 takes us right to the edge of that truth, and the finale will push us past it. This is not just another episode in a romance drama. It is the moment where a summer that once felt endless finally shows us that nothing lasts forever. The trailer has already told us one thing. Episode 9 will not play safe. Every scene feels heavy. Every line carries weight. Every glance has meaning. The choices made here will echo into the finale, and into the lives of these characters beyond this summer. Whether Belly chooses love, chooses friendship, or chooses herself, it will be the start of something new. And that is why fans are more invested than ever. Because this story is not only about Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah, it is about all of us, about the summers we lost, the choices we regret, and the people we still hold close in memory. Episode 9 promises to remind us that love can be sweet, but it can also leave a mark that never fades. So now the countdown begins. The questions will not stop, and the theories will only grow louder. Will the finale give us closure, or will it leave us wishing for another summer? That answer waits in episode 10, but episode 9 is the key that will unlock it. Until then, one truth is certain. The summer we thought would never end is coming to its final sunset, and when the credits roll, nothing will be the same again.